Good morning. I'm Andy Myers at Weiss Research, and this is your morning market alert for Thursday, May 5th. Jen Amos is off today. We're likely to see more losses at the open after disappointing data on the labor market and service sector dragged U.S. stocks broadly lower yesterday. Today, investors are digesting readings on jobless claims and productivity, and tomorrow brings the closely watched April employment report. It's expected to show an increase of about 185,000 non-farm jobs, and the unemployment rate likely held steady at 8.8%. The Eurozone economy is also in focus, after the European Central Bank decided to keep its monetary policy unchanged as expected. But ECB President Jean-Claude Trichet is holding his post-meeting news conference in Helsinki, Finland as we speak, and traders are watching that closely for clues about the timing of any future rate hikes. In corporate news, the retail sector may see some action today, as chain stores release their April sales figures throughout the day. So far, the results are largely positive, with Costco and Limited Brands among the early winners. Retailers were helped by a later Easter this year, but economic concerns may weigh on the outlook for this month and beyond. Corporate earnings are also back in the spotlight, and the biggest name out with results this morning is General Motors. GM topped expectations with its fifth straight quarterly profit, as revenue grew 15%, but the stock is losing about 1% in the pre-market. Several insurers are out with their earnings. After yesterday's closing bell, MetLife topped estimates with its operating profit and said it collected a record $11 billion in premiums, fees, and other revenue in the first quarter. Meanwhile, Prudential Financial also beat expectations, and this morning, Cigna reported a 52% jump in net income on a 4% increase in revenue, sending that stock up about 2% in the pre-market. We'll also hear from American International Group later today, along with Visa and Kraft Foods. Keep an eye on shares of CVS Caremark. The pharmacy posted a decline in first quarter profit, matching Wall Street estimates. CVS also stuck to its earnings guidance for the full year. And finally, three companies out with earnings after Wednesday's close are likely to open sharply higher today. Optical networking firm JDSU is surging nearly 10% on better than expected profit and sales figures. Electronic Arts is gaining nearly 2%. The video game maker predicted revenue for the current quarter and full year that was below consensus forecasts, but it did have strong sales of its core titles over the past 3 months. And Whole Foods is jumping nearly 5% after it boosted its outlook for 2011 and said it's considering raising its dividend and repurchasing shares. That's the latest from Weiss Research. I'll be back with all the economic data and market reaction after the opening bell.